It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday. We are going to see slightly cooler conditions across the region today, but numbers are starting out above the freezing point. We have temperatures in the upper 30s as of 5 a.m., but the real headline for you is that this week advertises a whole lot of outdoor time. Today, actually, one of the coolest of the work week forecasts. In fact, one of the coolest of the entire 7-day forecast. High temperatures today, cooler than yesterday. A high temp near 48 degrees this afternoon. I still think we get partial sunshine, but today a frontal boundary moving through, passing as a dry cold front, but it's leaving us with a north wind and kind of gusty winds, especially early today. That will be the case. A gusty north wind, about 20-mile-an-hour gusts through the early afternoon hours. Partial sun and cooler weather, still high temperature in the upper 40s, which compared to the last couple of weeks is pretty nice. No rain, no snow in the forecast today, but this frontal boundary pushing through will make an impact with a temperature drop, and I've got some cooler conditions out there as well. Today, the big headline for you is that we have some cloud cover. Mostly dry conditions, though, are in the forecast as we move through the rest of the 7-day. I have temperatures that are going to be near 60 degrees again by the time we get to Thursday and Friday. So we really do have some nice weather to look forward to, especially for the end of the work week forecast. And I expect that conditions are going to be rather enjoyable here over the next few days. Breezy conditions with a chance for showers then return for us as we get closer to the weekend. I expect that we'll still see temperatures that are fairly mild, and the weekend at this point, at least, doesn't look like a washout. So don't cancel any plans. Just keep in the back of your mind, we might be dealing with a few scattered rain showers as we head into the first weekend of February. February does look to bring us above normal temperatures, though. In fact, chances are looking pretty good for above normal numbers. Typically, a high temperature this time of the year is in the mid 40s. We're going to do a little bit better than that and make it to the 50s by the time we get to tomorrow. And then 60s are in my forecast, 60 degrees, both Thursday and Friday. Lots of sun out there in the forecast today, a high temperature in Springfield of 48 degrees. We will see lows drop down below the freezing point again tonight. More sunshine joins us, though, by the time we get to Wednesday, and I've got partial sun back in the forecast for Thursday and Friday, too. Once again, with temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, it's going to be a really beautiful stretch of weather. And isn't the sun a nice change of pace? I think we're going to see a lot of folks getting out and about just to get some fresh air after all that active weather and cold snap that we had around for the middle of January. Around the country, what's making headlines? Well, these warm temperatures for the middle part of the country, as well as the west, seeing above normal temperatures. Heavy snowfall and high winds are still in the forecast in parts of Alaska. They've been talking about some near record lows, brutal conditions for our friends up in Alaska, while the rest of the continental United States are enjoying a warm up. Snow showers have ended out east, and the East Coast is going to get a bit of a quiet pattern too. By the weekend, though, we may be talking about some more moisture for the West Coast, which has been very active already this year. All right, I'll give you a look at that brain twister trivia question again for the day. The question that I left you with yesterday has to do with the Super Bowl. Which team won the very first Super Bowl? The options that I gave you were the Kansas City Chiefs, B, the Green Bay Packers, C, the New York Jets, or D, the Baltimore Colts. Well, many of you probably know this one. And it's kind of a bummer of a question because the Kansas City Chiefs did not win. They did play, but they lost the first ever Super Bowl, beat by the Green Bay Packers. B, the answer today. Congratulations if that was your guess over at Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. You are now entered to win a gift card to Scooters Coffee. Big congrats to you, whoever our winner is for the daily question today out of all correct answers. And if you didn't win today, well, here's another shot. The brain twister question that I'll leave you with for Wednesday. An important question. And you can let us know if you have any feedback on this one, if this has worked for you. But the question is, when are bosses most open to a request about money? Do you think it is A, in the autumn, B, at 4 p.m., C, in September, or D, on a Friday. When do you ask for your extra money of those options? Let me know. You can take your guess. That's over at aroundtheozarks.com. While you're there, check out the rest of the forecast. You can find up to the minute forecast all day long, every single day over at aroundtheozarks.com. Thank you so much for listening this morning. And thank you to our sponsors, Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Enjoy the sunshine, even though it's going to be a little bit cooler. High temperature of 48. Strong north wind, but the 50s are back tomorrow. 60s return by Thursday and Friday. It's going to be a good week. I'll chat with you all again tomorrow morning.